Shipwright's Log, Day 13. I discovered the hard way. You should never, ever make a bet with a Q. They have a bad habit of cheating. And they are likely to give you unexpected consequences. At this moment in time, I seem to have been thrown into a parallel universe where construction on my ship was delayed about 12 days. Thus, I sit here with no ship and a crew of very, very green newbies to train. I will begin construction of the ship immediately and hopefully get caught up. When I have returned to the amount of progress I had previously, I will resume log entries. Computer and log. Hello everyone, welcome back to Markiron Shipyard, episode 13. Well, as I mentioned in the little prelude there was a loss of a ship. I suffered some data loss while recording what was episode 13, and I lost the entire freaking ship file. My entire save file, poof, gone. So I recovered from a backup, which was taken at approximately day, I think 4, something like that. That set me back a little bit. So, what I've been hastily doing in the last little while, as you can see, it's a lot more built up now than it was in day 4. To try and keep the viewing experience the same, I've rebuilt most of the ship off camera. I've tried to get as close as I could. No promises I got everything, but let's take a little look at my beauty here. I've filled in G-deck a little bit, way down at the bottom there. And we have the rec area. Lovely, lovely rec area. I've rebuilt the lovely cargo bays, complete with some of my neat little ladders and what have you. I think these rooms show it the best. Dun dun dum. Dun dun dum. I've also got there's a couple things I decided to build that I didn't have before, but probably would have been very boring to build on camera. This computer core, for instance. Kind of neat, but to just build the framework like this was very boring. It was just stacking blocks on top of each other. Not exactly great YouTube viewing. So let's run down here. Dum-de-dum. And the armory. Now, this was what I was recording. The building of the armory was what I was recording in episode 13 that unfortunately you guys will never see. But I included the armory in the rebuild because I wanted to rebuild it while my memory was still fresh. I will be going in a little bit on how I did it and how you could build your own. But I will mainly be doing that in the aft section because I still have to build 2 more armory sections to actually get the ship fleshed out. And I totally just walked in the storage room instead of the corridor. All right. So today's build is going to be a little bit of a, how shall we say, modification of episode 12's build. In episode 12, I built nifty little cargo lift. Today, I show you cargo lift version 2. Dun 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 dun. I push the button, it comes to me. I go up to this level and push the button, and it comes to me. I go up to this level, push the button, and fireworks. No, just kidding. It comes to me. So, what I've basically got here is a completely computer-controlled cargo lift. You push the button, and it will automatically go to whichever floor you push the button on. Now, in order to do this, I added 2 mods. The first one is the laser mod. That's what building these little sensors in. Mod number 2 actually controls the logic of the whole thing, and that is computer craft. Dun, 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 dun. I actually have a running program here that is controlling the cargo lift. I'll get a little more into how I did it, what it's doing in a bit later, but I still have one of these to build. Let's head to the starboard side of the ship and get building. So, here we are. To save all of you the pain of having to watch the same thing last episode in this episode, I've taken the liberty of building this frame motor structure for you. All the hardware is the same. The only difference is how the bundled wires get controlled. So for a tutorial on how to do this, check out last episode. Really simple. Anyways, you'll notice that these bundled wires plug into this computer because Computer Craft is designed to interface with red power bundled cables and control them. So, I need to do a couple of things here. First, I need to build in sensors. Those sensors let me detect what floor the lift is at and thusly which floor it needs to go to. So, what I'm going to do is throw down a lens bench. Dun-de-dum. Lens bench. Now, in a lens bench, you can create all sorts of lenses. All the lenses you'll ever create, I believe, start with glass in the middle. Then what you add to them depends on what they are. If you go and put some, where is it? Rose red. If you put some rose red in here, you get a red laser. And if you put if you put some lapis in there, you get a blue laser. In my case, I'm just going to leave them white because white does just basic detection. What I am going to do later, though, is make new lenses with blaze powder. Glass plus blaze powder equals invisible white laser. But I'm going to leave that out for now because I want to be able to see where my lasers are and that they're connecting. Plus, I want you guys to be able to see it while I'm building it. So just 3 white lenses. Woohoo. So, I need rubies for drilling into blocks and actually installing the lasers. And I need a drill that will actually do the drilling. So, I'm going to install the laser on this side. So, just one click with the block, drill in. Going to put my laser there. As you can see, there it is. Now, I've already gone ahead and just mounted a lever in this wall, just so that the lever powers this block powers the laser, and fabulous. So, now the laser hits this block. Let's drill into this block, and I'm going to put one piece of glass here. That will turn it into a sensor. So now, when that block is getting hit with a laser, let me just do this. As you can see, when this block gets hit with the laser, it emits a redstone signal. That is going to get handy. So, if you'll give me a moment, I'll just duplicate this exact setup up a couple floors. Alright, so all my lasers are installed. Now I'm just back here with the laser here. So that is the laser block. Next, I'm going to put some wire on the back of it. And this wire is going to be light gray. Why have I chosen light gray? Because of its binary value, and I'll get into that either in another episode or later. So, let's bring this back. What I'm going to do is bring this along here. Set up a little platform here to bridge the cable across. Whoops. Oh boy. I am just a coordinated mess. So, let's bring this along here. Now, whoops. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Yeah, I know. Whoops is everyone's favorite sound, especially when you're doing something like getting a haircut. Isn't that the best sound ever? Getting a haircut, the hairdresser says, whoops. Sorry about that. Always makes you want to look in a mirror, because you know they screwed something up. So, there we go. That wire just brings it around and into the control bundle. Once it's in the bundled cable, I'm set. Let me just quickly buzz off and duplicate this up a few floors. All right, there we go. So I've got purple up here, and if we go down a little bit, I've got cyan hooked up here. And once again, these are somewhat arbitrary colors. They do actually are very important that they be those colors because of how I do a little bit of the control. So, next, I need to put in my buttons. I know I'm very good at pushing buttons. Let's see if I'm any good at installing buttons. So now, this floor needs to be light blue. So, let's pop in here. We'll throw a little red wire on that side. Throw this here so I can run wire down it. Whoops. There we go. Around and in. Beautiful. Now let's see. This floor should be... Oh no. Did I break that on this floor? Yeah, I did. I need to get creative. Let's run this here. I need a little bit of cyan wire. Drop that there. Bring this down here. And bring that there. And I can plug this in here, this in there, and everyone's happy. Cool. So, time to replicate the same thing up here. A little bit of that. Get rid of that cyan, get some purple. That is not purple. 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 And bundle. Wire. And for this one control, I need yellow. Yellow. Why do I get the feeling I'm at the wrong height? Yeah, I am. I need to break this block. And this block gets that put under it. Hey, convenient. And then yellow. And let's put yellow there. Connects. Now, down here, because I have the maintenance shaft underneath, I can do a little neat trick. Now that's actually the button. Cool. Let's drop that. This needs to be magenta. We'll drop that down there. Along under here. I don't like the way that connects, even though I'm sure it does nothing. There we go. So, that connects it all up. Theoretically, this should be a working prototype. Let's find out. So, I'll use Control-T to terminate the actual running process. Then I am going to... Hold on, I just need to force this elevator into a correct position. 1 second. Alright, so there we are. I just made a quick change to the program to account for the fact that the wires are connected to the back, and move the lift to a valid floor. Let's see if this works. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. As you can see, once I added the lasers and the buttons, it all came together. Tomorrow, in episode 14, I'm actually going to dive in to the programming and show you how I built it, what I did, and yeah, I'll also pretty this up in between episodes. And so yeah, get ready for a programming lesson tomorrow. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on Markiron Shipyard.